toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to College Park, Maryland, SECU Stadium, better known as the Snake Pit and home of the Terps. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Hoosiers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Maryland's offense will have the first possession of the game. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Unloads to the right. It's caught. Knocked off his feet. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down. And the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing. Because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
Caught behind the line. It's Williams. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They try to get him going down.
No need to get too cute there or overly creative. Just push the ball forward and get the first down.
I completely agree. I hate when people get creative. Just easy money, downhill, run the QB, get the first down.
The Terrapins getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Working that left side. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
To the air on first down. Going to try to get it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. With the catch, it's Smith. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And the Terrapins pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Quarterback on the keeper. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this. in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. And the field goal unit is on the field. Dead center perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
So the Indiana Hoosiers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. They'll try the left side. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
And the Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hemby. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
I remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
Holds and fires complete to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
So now it's 2nd and long. On the option. The give to the back. Nice move there. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
The Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield on 1st down. Plucks it out of the air.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And the Hoosiers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To throw, it's Mendoza. It's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the snap, it's Hemby. Oh, he's got a chance. Breaks into the open. What a run. Takes it all the way down to the 11-yard line before he's forced out.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention with a Heisman Trophy. This guy's got speed, open field running ability. He can break tackles. He can just do it all.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Intercepted for the 11th time. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Some misdirection with the counter. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, on offense, this is a tough place to run the football. Back in your own end, the defense is expecting you to do it, and that's why they're loading the box. This is a great opportunity to take a shot down the sideline to your best wide receiver in a one-on-one situation.
Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. That'll be a safety. The ball was loose in the end zone. It goes out of the back, and they're probably lucky it wasn't recovered for a touchdown.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. They'll try to get outside. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. They finally get him on the ground, and what a way for this offense to wrap up the first quarter. We've reached the break. It's Maryland with the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. On the direct snap, it's Hemby. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially when you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. He might want another play. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Quick completion on the out. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Hoosiers! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Kansas State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there and the Little Apple behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas Tech. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. From the gun to give, looking for room. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
But how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
Back to pass, it's Washington. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle, it's Smith. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Past the first down marker and still running. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Oh, they're after him. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, we talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
Sends it back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws for the tight end. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. On the run, fires downfield. He's got an open man. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
I love that play call, and quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Mendoza. Pulls it in, it's Hemby. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Creates a little room. There he goes. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Morris. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Hoosiers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
I love the awareness by the DB. Great job, man. It's in your own end zone. You see the ball, you break on it. I'm not trying to catch that thing. I'm trying to swat it down. Make sure I don't give up the touchdown. Nice awareness by the DB.
The give to the tailback. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hoosiers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Touchdown, Indiana! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive.
Turning it on! He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Extending the play. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Back to throw, it's Washington. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man on the right. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
From the gun, looking for a man. Got it in the middle, it's Fleming. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying play action. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Let's go.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. They'll send the back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Hemby. Quarterback on the move, still looking. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in College Park. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the shell.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Terrapins will kick it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. Breaks into the open. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Hoosiers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
And the Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Here's the heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Trying to pick up the 1st out of the backfield. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. The Hoosiers will have it 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Red pass, it's complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll try to convert on 4th and long after giving up that big sack. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He unleashes a long one. Makes the grab, ready for the first down. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a 4th down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the first and keep the drive alive, QB's got to be great with his eyes. He's got to throw it on time. His target has to be in the perfect place at the perfect time, and you got to be able to haul it in. They checked all the boxes on that 4th down.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And the Hoosiers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Headed to the end zone, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Manning. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. He breaks a tackle. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. The Terrapins want to move quickly. The RPO, it's complete. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first.
Oh, he's got some space. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at second and short, second and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to me.
And the Terrapins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Give to the back. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'll send the tight end in motion. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Makes the catch. It's Smith. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw. It's Washington. He's got him. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Shotgun snap on third down. The throw to the outside is complete. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing. You could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. With a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Back to throw, it's Washington. Working that left side now. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick release on the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart.
Fires toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. On the option. Got room to work. Makes it past the marker. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
He's up to 94 yards on the ground, and he is well within striking distance of a 1,200-yard rushing season. On the direct snap, it's Hemby. Grab near the marker, it's Mendoza. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Direct snap. It's Hemby. Got a little space. Jukes his way for more. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. To the air, it's Mendoza. Sets up the screen. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the fourth. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. It's Williams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now.
It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit and are still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
There he goes. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And the Terrapins didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Catch in the middle, it's Fleming. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Defense in press coverage.
Timeout, Indiana.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll keep it himself. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Maryland!
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. South Alabama is in front. They've answered the bill today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 7 over Louisiana. Sun Belt, Fun Belt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Throws to the tight end. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
Pass interference, defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's call it.
To the air, it's Mendoza. Grabbed over the middle, it's Cooper. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield. You saw that right there.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. It's complete to the right. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Hemby. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. So they come to the line, and the wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Hemby. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not...
Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Washington. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. Just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another